single damn boundary that these anti-gypsy creators slash wannabe creators will not cross.
Oh, hell. Y'all, this is Angel Baby, by the way. Make sure, well, that isn't, but this video is. And here we go. Make sure you go subscribe to her, too. She's pinned down in the description. Let's go.
And my next question is for those who follow these people. Why do y'all condone it?
Well, I'd rather follow a wannabe creator than what Gypsy did to her mother.
Oh, hell.
I mean, Bree, ask yourself the same question. Like, is there a single boundary that your so-called best friend won't cross? I mean, and why do you condone it? I once said that you may be a beauty influencer, but you know what? I'm starting to change my mind because you're not being very demure or very classy. And not just that, the people that are in my comments section, they are sort of questioning who you really are. No pun intended.
Oh, hell.
Well, we're going to be moving on to your best friend's
Wait, what?
grifting because I think I gave Bree about 30 seconds more than she actually needed. Alleged grifting, because we know how Gypsy and her legal team likes to tussle. Everything in this video, you guys, is either alleged, my thoughts and opinion, and or my perception. They thought they had me for a second. Now, word on the street is that Gypsy seemed to have gotten some freebies from at Cozy Crew Club, and she wanted to thank them. So here are the items, and let me tell you, people were upset. They were freaking outraged, and I'm thinking, dang, at Cozy Crew Club, y'all didn't do y'all research, or y'all just don't care.
Oh, Lord, what happened?
A lot of people don't care about what Gypsy did. And I'm going to just be honest with y'all. A lot of people really don't care. I'm not saying that Cozy Crew Club is one of them, but I mean, look what happened to Sweet Pea after they did a collab with Gypsy. But yeah, it just looks
What happened to who?
like some winter stuff, and it says Baby Urker.
Oh, hell. Is that Lemon Ray Ray up in the house? What up, Lim Ray Ray?
So yeah, people are upset and they're not having it. So let's hear what some of the people had to say. Because, I'm all for the people. They left their reviews again. A Mama Unreliable supporter, disgusting. Shame on you. To hand out free stuff to Unreliabers. Support women who actually need it. And not someone who is worth millions. And cold-blooded unaliving of her mother.
Is she worth millions? I mean, to do a documentary, she might have made $100,000, maybe a couple 100,000 at most. Probably not, though. I'm thinking about 80 to 100,000, and then maybe that a little bit more than that on TikTok and stuff like that. I mean, that's $200,000-$300,000. $3 million in deals? No way. What deals? What deals? Man, you crazy as hell. What deals? Yeah, but Lifetime, they're not going to pay you $3 million for like a documentary thing.
You ruined your own business by this. Okay, we're actually going to show this review. The last review I couldn't show. So many different words.
That's crazy. Maybe so. Who knows? Who knows?
Couldn't display, you guys. Why would this company give Gypsy Rose Blanchard, someone who unalived her mother, free gifts? Why in
Publicity.
the world would you do this?
Publicity.
Mark my words, I will never buy anything from Cozy Crew as long as they continue to give her gifts, or anyone that's that controversial for that matter. And of course, Gypsy doesn't care about the backlash. She knows what's going on. She knows what's going to happen to these companies. She don't care. She just wants the free stuff. She's willing to put them on the front end. She don't care. She don't have to deal with it. And of course, this comment or this review was so bad that Cozy Crew Club basically had to report this comment. because they're getting that bad. People are pissed off.
Right?
Cozy Crew Club, you got some explaining to do. Why would you support Gypsy Rose Blanchard, someone who unalived her
Publicity.
mother? You see how controversial that is?
Controversy is publicity.
Do you really care about the child and mother bond? Or are you just trying to make $1? Now we know inflation is high, businesses are
Gracie, thank you.
suffering, people are scrounging for dollars and cents. But this is not the way to do it, Cozy Crew Club. I'm telling you, this is not the way to do it. And of course, Angel Baby does not condone any kind of harassment or any kind of hate being thrown toward Cozy Crew Club or any kind of establishment for that matter. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Now, there's one more thing that I do want to say too. If you guys really want to get the reviews, like when it's not controversial, for any company, I'm not talking about just at Cozy Crew Club, do not look at the Google reviews. When you always see the Google reviews, you see that they're different from the other reviews like Yelp and Angie, things like that. Reason being is because I am no longer in contract. I can speak on that. I signed an NDA 6 years ago. It was only for a year and now I could speak on it. I used to work for this company, right? It's a third party company that works with Google. And basically, if you claim ownership over that site, you can do whatever you want with it. You could take off the bad reviews. You can optimize it any way you want. So I just want to let you guys know that if the company owns that Google site, you are not getting an accurate and fair review. And of course, I know how to look for it. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that because I feel like that would just be weird and illegal, unethical, whatever. But this company does own their site. So they control their Google reviews. Allegedly. Now it's time to go kayaking with Gypsy and Ken. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So we all know that Gypsy had a little family reunion because she bragged about it all week and weekend. And they did kayaking. They took lots of pictures. And people were like, rewind, back up, hold up, wait a minute. Well, the first bit of business, they said that Gypsy really wasn't kayaking. It was just for a photo op. Somebody was out there and they seen Gypsy get in the boat for like a few seconds to where, you know, the boat was pushed out, allegedly, and then pictures were taken, but there was no kayaking being done. Even though Gypsy said that's what she was doing, I mean, to me, it's...
That's because nobody kayaks. That's not a real thing. Nobody does that. That's a joke. Nobody... Does anybody here kayak? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you kayak. Nobody kayak.
Not really a big deal. People do that all the time. You know, they'll go...
People do that all the time. Come on. I'm just kidding. Y'all are like, what the hell? I'm just joking. I'm being facetious. I'm causing controversy. Hershey? What the hell did I say? Controversy. Because it, you know... Just kidding, y'all. Get out there and kayak like crazy. I've done it. I'm not gonna lie.
Somewhere and stand in front of a building or a car, say the shit is theirs. You know, no alarms ring off to me about that. But what I do have a problem with is the entitlement that seems to be coming from Gypsy and her family. There was some people out there and there was some kind of controversy that went on because a woman's son decided that she wanted to take some pictures of Gypsy. And this woman, she took to a group, and the group is called Gypsy Rose, is a great actress who should have spent life in prison. Her name is Lindsay Ann. Let's see what she had to say. She said, today we went to our usual spot at the lake. My son, a friend of mine, and myself. I noticed a lady sitting in a chair of a canoe and said, how sweet. They put her wheelchair in the boat. But it wasn't a wheelchair,
hell,
but I thought it was at first glance. My son yells, Mom, that's Gypsy Rose. Of course, we snapped some footage. Then I told him, pick the phone up and let her live her life. They were in the spot right next to us. An older lady approached us, angrily demanding we don't take any photos because they rented the pavilion for a family reunion. Okay, so don't take any photos of us. I explained to her what I told my son, and I told her to have a great day. She continued going on. No clue as to what
Oh
she was
hell.
saying because I
Please,
seriously
thank you.
contemplated throwing my drink on her. She expressed to me that she's allowed to talk, to which I replied, "You can also F right off, because no matter how long you stand here
Lindsay
talking,
Ann.
no one is listening to you." A few moments later, they grabbed their boats and left. They should have did it a lot earlier, before she came out causing a ruckus. As we were leaving, someone under the pavilion said, "Y'all caused a lot of madness." We ignored them. So what happened is that I have footage
Oh hell.
of her stage boat ride that maybe 4 other people witnessed. Can't have that getting out, right? Good riddance, Mrs. Anderson. You don't tell my baby what to do, much less send an old lady to
Good riddance, Mrs.
do
Anderson.
your dirty work. I know that's right. So let me get this right. Grandma came feeling entitled, telling people what to do, barking orders. What? Did y'all watch Grandma the whole time? Was she drinking? Like, come on. This is just out of hand. It is public. I don't care if you did rent out the pavilion.
Well, she
Obviously,
did
the
again.
spot that Lindsay Ann and her son and family had access to wasn't rented out to y'all. Because if that was the case, she wouldn't be there. Like, these Blanchards and all their shenanigans, they got to stop with it. They really have
Shenanigans.
got to stop. And I guess they knew they were under fire because Gypsy came out with a little weak-ass statement. Let's hear what she had to say, you guys. This weekend was the Blanchard's family reunion. We know Gypsy for the 1058th time. It was wonderful to meet everyone and learn about our family history. We spent the weekend at the lake where everyone was having fun and enjoying our time together. However, our reunion was constantly being interrupted and invaded by people wanting to invade our space and privacy.
Welcome to the life of an influencer. What, do you think it's going to get easier to go places? You think people are going to be like, "Oh, I don't want to take a picture of her"?
Circling our campsites with cameras and phones, who want selfies and photo ops. As much
Why do you think celebrities don't just go to the park or just go camping somewhere? Don't just hang out in public somewhere?
as I appreciate the support,
Why do you think I can't go to Walmart anymore? Every time I go to Walmart, I got to sign 4 to 14 autographs. I got to take hella pictures. Just kidding. It has happened to me a few times. One time in Walmart, somebody recognized me. Karen, where are you at? She's still in here sometimes, y'all. Karen, where are you at? Oh, and one time in Target, too. That was cool.
of the locals, I only ask to keep in mind that we have extended family members who do not wish to be a part of the media world, some of them being minors. I would ask for people to be more cautious and considerate when approaching or interacting with me in public, especially in
Why you have minors hanging out with you when you know people can just come up there? Then that sounds irresponsible on their part to put those kids in a place where people can just come right up to them and start taking pictures. You need to have that thing somewhere else.
such situations surrounding family events.
Erica, yes, absolutely. Of course I do.
This is something that you should have thought about, Gypsy, before you made the decisions that you made. You are famous, and not for a good reason. Just like your father said, you are famous for unaliving your mother. And I know you said you don't like the F word, but you actually do love it. In my opinion, Gypsy, stop it. I believe you love the famous word. Okay? And it's for, like I said, unaliving your mother. And every time you go out, you're going to have people that love you, you're going to have people that feel sorry for you, and you're going to have people that hate you. Okay? So it is what it is. Your family too. If they're rolling with you, they're going to get it too. And the only thing that I feel sorry for, the only situation is this baby. Because, well, you think if you go to a family reunion and this is bad, just imagine when you take your baby out in public. Oh my God, I can't even imagine it. Well, hey, you did it to
Yep.
yourself. I'm going to pray for that baby, though, because that baby don't have nothing to do with this. And of course, we only know the only reason why Gypsy brought out that statement was because of the lady, Lindsay Ann. She came out and she basically just exposed her. So she had to do a statement and try to turn it around and make it seem like it was Lindsay Ann's fault and everybody else's fault that was out there.
How dare you come to a public park?
So basically, people were telling Gypsy, you can't expect privacy in a public place. Gypsy's basically saying that people need to have more common sense. And it just kind of went back and forth from there.
What?
It ended up with them telling Gypsy she needs to go away. Everybody's tired of her. You know what I wonder? I wonder with Gypsy being pregnant and having a girl, does she ever think of the connection that she's going to have with her daughter? Does she ever think about Dee Dee? You know what I mean? I know that she says she missed Dee Dee sometimes, but I just wonder if she ever just actually thinks about that.